Ian Byrne.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. I was also one of the 7 Labour MPs suspended for voting, and to be quite clear, on an amendment to the King's Speech, to strengthen the King's Speech, to remove the 2-child limit. I had made a vow to my constituents in Liverpool West Derby during the election. I would vote to scrap this inhumane policy at every single opportunity I could. So I did. Today I am grateful and frankly relieved that the government has recognised this policy for what it always was, and a moral attack from the architect of austerity, George Osborne, which punished working class children. Everything we should oppose in a Labour government. So today is a big step in the right direction for the government elected on a promise to support the most vulnerable and for change, and I'm delighted we stand here today. Madam Deputy Speaker, shamefully, 4.5 million children are living in poverty in the UK, 850,000 more than in 2010. The 2-child limit has been a key driver of this increase since its introduction in 2017. According to the Child Poverty Action Group, every single day this policy existed, 109 children were pushed into poverty and denied their ability to live life to the full. Trussell figures are just a start. Almost 1 in 3 emergency food parcels last year went to families with 3 or more children, families who make up just 11% of the population. More than 2 in 5 of those families experience food insecurity. This winter, food banks have been forced to provide an emergency food parcel every 10 seconds. Every 10 seconds, Madam Deputy Speaker, in one of the richest, wealthiest nations on earth. But I will give way to my honourable friend.
Compliment him on the amazing work he's done on the right to food and the work he's done in food banks in Liverpool, supported by all the football clubs there. He must be aware, maybe he's got figures on it, of the number of families with children who use food banks, who themselves are in work, sometimes doing 2 jobs, but are still so poor they cannot afford to pay a weekly grocery bill.
I thank my friend for that intervention, my honourable friend. And in the food pantries that we run in Liverpool with fan support and food banks, over 60% of those that access those food pantries are in work. That's the stark reality of what the world that we live in. So behind the figures, what we're speaking about, real families and real children. Alder Eye Children's Hospital charity made abolishing the 2-child limit its primary focus in its Put Children First report. They see first-hand the damage this policy causes to our children in our communities. I've spoken to my great friend, the paediatrician, Dr. Ian Byrne from Alder Eye Children's Hospital. He was presented with a child who at first sight he thought had leukemia. It turned out to be malnutrition. Poverty kills, Madam Deputy Speaker. This is why scrapping the 2-child limit matters. In my constituency, Liverpool West Derby alone, over 3,000 children will be lifted out of poverty. Nationally, 470,000 children will benefit by 2027 alongside 200,000 adults. This represents a 15% reduction in child poverty, with the living standards of 1.6 million children improving immediately. And the impact goes far beyond immediate relief. As we heard at the Right to Food Commission's evidence session last week in Knowsley, lifting families out of poverty, improving their food security transforms lives. Better health outcomes, less pressure on the NHS, higher educational attainment and a stronger future workforce. For those in this place today, and many aren't here now, who rallied against the cost of lifting children out of poverty, the economic benefit of removing the 2-child limit is estimated at £3.1 billion per year through reduced pressure on public services, increased employment, higher tax revenues. It's cost neutral. For those who only speak the language of the Treasury, it's not only morally right, but it's fiscally responsible. If that floats your boat, that's what we're talking about. We must be honest, though, this doesn't go far enough. We are voting to remove the 2-child benefit limit, not the benefit cap. The cap remains, meaning 50,000 families will see no benefit at all, and 20,000 only a marginal increase. If we're really serious about ending child poverty, and hope we are, with the strategy that we're bringing forward. This government must commit to removing the benefit cap entirely within this Parliament. The Right to Food Commission will also call for comprehensive right to food legislation, including universal free school meals, transparency on food costs, and the requirement for food security to be considered across all areas of policy. So we urge colleagues to support this bill. But I also remind the House that when it comes to inequality, we do not get to choose where our moral mission ends. As long as children in 21st century Britain are growing up hungry or in poverty, there is more we can do and we must do. Let us remove the two-child limit today, end the benefit cap, legislate for the right to food, and build a Britain where no family or child is left behind.
Yeah.